And the lineup's going to be Chad Biesinger and John Bennett on the front row. Nicholas Ireland, Wayne Bridges on the second row. David Baldessere and Chris Standridge have the third row. Corey Goodall is in 8th. Terry Labonte, one of the AI cars, in 7th. Then it is all AI cars all the way back to 16th. So it's going to be Jeff Gordon, Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt, Jimmy Johnson, Rusty Wallace, Ken Schrader, Cale Yarborough, Dale Jarrett. And it does look like Mikey Mixter is loading in. He's going to load in 17th. Mark Martin going to start in 18th. We'll see if Mikey can get loaded in time to do some racing. It does look like Mikey did make it in, so now Mikey's got to come from the back of the field. Chad Biesinger, remember, as mentioned, the very first race this season was at South Boston. It was in the Spec Racer Fords, a.k.a. the go-karts. And they had one heck of a race there at South Boston, and he pulled off the win, at least for the human drivers. Some of the AI drivers were a bit unkind during that race, so expect to see these guys be a little unkind to some of the AI drivers. All right, and as they get lined up, pace car is rolling off. And there was a joke coming into this that John Bennett and Wayne Bridges needed to line up side by side. But as it turns out, John Bennett in the Dunkin' Donuts car is on the front row, directly in front of retired cop Wayne Bridges. So there you have it. The retired cop is going to be chasing the donut car all night long. And it is so awesome that Wayne has such a good sport about it. Looks like there's some problems with the lights out of turn 3. And it looks like Mikey Mixter got on the grid, but he's disappeared. All right, last time by, then they'll have a 20-minute race. Then we will head over for what promises to be the best enduro of the season so far, probably the most chaotic one too. And then it'll be on to the Nowski Nation. But up first, it is the Fun League as the pace car drops in. Dirt to Daytona begins here out of turn 4, and green flag is in the air. Race number 5 of the Dirt to Daytona series. Through turn 1, everybody cycling through so far. Nothing. Oh, the 44. Nicholas Ireland, he gets turned, but he gets down to the infield. No caution. Chad Biesinger out front. John Bennett in second. Wayne Bridges is third. Chris Standridge back there in fourth. David Baldessere currently in fifth. And here comes the king himself, Richard Petty, currently running in 6th place. Apparently, Bryce, no Kyle in the field. Just none. It's all older drivers, apparently. They had Cale Yarborough in practice, but he's not been out there in the race, so I don't know what's going on. And now the 44 of Nicholas Ireland has to work his way up. Caution is out for the first time. And it looks like Chris Standridge is going around. Let's see if we can see what happened here. David Baldessere trying to stick the nose up underneath Chris, and it looks like Chris might have actually gotten a little loose and just came down. They go around off of turn 4. Caution is out for the first time. Don't expect to see much in the way of pit stops. We might see a fuel stop around halfway, but that would be about it. I would not expect to see these guys take on tires. The top running AI car right now is the King Richard Petty, who's made his way up to fifth place, excuse me. Jimmy Johnson up to 6th. Terry Labonte 7th. Jeff Gordon is 8th. So you've got 3 Hendrick cars, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And I have to say, the inclusion of the AI cars for this series was a brilliant idea by Nick Fancy Frank and Chris Standridge. Does make for some epic racing, both here in the official series and then when we get to the Enduro later. Well, folks, that one's going to be awesome. And looks like Biesinger on the front row. We'll have John Bennett next to him, Wayne Bridges 3rd, David Baldessare 4th. Then it's Petty in 5th, Jimmy Johnson, Terry Labonte, Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt, and Rusty Wallace rounding out the top 10. Ken Schrader, there's Cale Yarborough in 12th. 13th is Nicholas Ireland. 14th is Mark Martindale. Jarrett 15th. Corey Goodall and Chris Standridge have a lot of AI cars they have to drive through now. They are back in 16th and 17th. All right, pace car will drop off out of turn 4. Another interesting note is if anybody has to pit under green flag conditions, which we do not expect, but if they do, this pit road is extraordinarily strange. Pace car is in. Green flag is back in the air. And the 23 of Chad Biesinger gets a good jump on the field. Wayne Bridges not far behind, trying to stick his nose in for second. There's a lot of Dyson going on in the middle of the pack. That's a bunch of the AI cars. And remember, there are still some human drivers back towards the back that have to come back up through the field, including the 22 who's dove to the bottom and just doored Mark Martin. He just doored the crap out of him. Let's hop in his car as he tries to make his way down the front straightaway into turn number 1. There is the 44. That is Nicholas Ireland, human driver. Oh, little loose off the turn. There you see. Ken Schrader in the 52 up on the high side. Dale Earnhardt just doored Chris Standridge. And you can see they're running every single line possible out here tonight. And this is going to get really heated before long. The top two, Chad Biesinger, David Baldessare have pulled away. Top running AI car currently in 3rd, Richard Petty. Wayne Bridges currently running in 4th. John Bennett now back into 5th. Jimmy Johnson 6th. Terry Labonte 7th. Nicholas Ireland, who had a problem very early on in the race. Caution is out. Nicholas had made his way up to 8th. Might have spoke too soon on that one. Nicholas weaving his way through the field here tonight. Making up a ton of ground. Dives off into turn number 1. Oh, tries to come down and get the bottom line. Collects Jeff Gordon. Dale Earnhardt gets caught in that as well. Expect, though, he might be back up front before this thing is all said and done, as he was coming through the field rather quickly here. Still Biesinger and Baldessare on the front row. "21-second laps here. Looks like the race will have a total of about 52, 53. They'll be close on fuel, but they should be able to go the distance. And what next time by, they will go 1 to green. Quick note about Thompson. This track is 5/8 of a mile. It's got 15-degree bank turns, but that banking is, even though it's not listed as progressive, it really kind of is. And you have to hit the track or the corners one of two ways. You really have to get down on that patch you see on the bottom, or you have to not be on the patch. If you are straddling the patch at speed, it becomes really, really problematic. I've even seen guys run under the patch, but holy cow, that is a dicey, dicey endeavor. All right, 1 lap to green. Everybody stacking back up. Be interesting to see. I would fully expect tomorrow morning iRacing is doing some patches. I would bet some AI patches come out, and expect to see these guys get even more aggressive. Now they have these AI for these events set fairly strong, but in the enduro they will be dumb as a box of rocks. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air, and Chad Biesinger did not get the launch he got last time. David Baldessere right there beside him on the high line, and they're getting 3 wide mid-pack. As the 44, the 22 are trying to make their way through. Here comes Chris Standridge. It actually says 21 on the side of a car, but in scoring, he's the number 20. They're 3 wide right in front of it. He's trying to make it 3 wide off of turn 4. Baldessere actually starting to pull away just a little bit. Chad Biesinger in second has the king. Richard Petty now looking to the inside. And Wayne Bridges in 4th now. Has gotten past the donuts. The 20 car of John Bennett. Now there is going to be some more John Bennett information in the Enduro. So if you're a John Bennett fan, make sure you comment. Let us know that you're a John Bennett fan so we can make sure to call you out and let you know what's going to be going on in the Enduro and what kind of excitement we're in store for. Biesinger trying to gain some ground, but David Baldessere currently starting to open up a lead, just over half a second now. Biesinger led most or all of the race until that green flag, and now he is just struggling to stay with him. The 43 of Richard Petty has fallen back just a little bit. Wayne Bridges currently in 4th. There's a big wreck going on out of turn 2. Let's see if we can find that. Corey Goodall getting loose. Oh, the 20 car got loose off of turn 2. Terry Labonte and John Bennett both. There is Bennett getting loose. Tried to save it up the track. Looks like Corey Goodall gets a piece of it. And then more chaos after that. 20 car had been having a good run. He is going to maintain the lead lap, it looks like. We'll have to wait and see the official scoring to update, but does look like he is getting waved around the pace car. And remember, you can find the Dirt to Daytona schedule on the Facebook page. They have some great races coming up. This is just race 5, and of course the season ends with Cup cars at Daytona. They are just progressively working up every track that is asphalt that has AI available. They're using the AI to be more of a challenge as well, and you see the strength of them. I mean, you got Richard Petty currently in 3rd, Terry Labonte 5th, Jimmy Johnson 6th, Ken Schrader 7th, Cale Yarborough is 8th, Jeff Gordon will be in 10th because Corey Goodall currently has made his way up to 9th. Corey's going to drift back a little bit. He had to go to pit road for some repairs. And honestly, if you guys have not seen their Enduros, you're going to want to tune in for tonight's. It's going to be the best Enduro, I think, ever. Bristol. The humans are in the low-power, underpowered Formula Vs. the AI cars are in the Gander trucks. The Formula Vs are going to get runned over. That will probably be one of the best races we've ever watched. Or at least one of the funniest. Pace car coming around, should get one to green this time by Baldassare in the lead, Biesinger in second. Richard Petty in third, Wayne Bridges fourth, Terry Labonte fifth, Jimmy Johnson sixth, Ken Schrader seventh, Cale Yarborough eighth, Jeff Gordon ninth, Dale Earnhardt 10th, Rusty Wallace 11th, and then Human Nicholas Ireland in 12th, Mark Martin 13th, Dale Jarrett 14th. Chris Standridge, Corey Goodall, and John Bennett, all humans, rounding out the field. All right, pace car about to drop off there. Richard Petty's trying to get a jump on the field. He is already down to the bottom. Green flag is in the air. Petty to the bottom for the lead. And that is one of the things they've noticed early on in this series. The AI tends to try and jump the start as soon as the pace car is in. And look there on the bottom, the 22 of Chris Standridge. Well, it shows 21, but Chris Standridge just went right into Dale Earnhardt. I'm not sure what that was about. The 44 also in the wall out of turn 3. Looks like he towed to pit road to avoid drawing a caution here. Chris Standridge slow coming out of turn 2. Not sure what's going on, but Chris has pulled to the side and stopped. David Baldassare still in the lead, but Richard Petty all over the back bumper. And it looks like Biesinger is giving the 43 a little bump. He's tired of waiting. Biesinger won the first race of the season at South Boston. Baldassare has not won yet. And two-time winner Tom Land is not here. No missile tonight. Hopefully we will see the missile in the Enduro. Gonna see if we can get a hold of Chris Standridge here and find out what happened. Hey Chris, this is Doug. You got me?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what happened? You and Dale have some words?
I guess. No, my steering just went away.
Oh.
The car wouldn't turn.
Well, it looked like you just went right. Like, oh, there's Dale. I'm going to hit him. So
that's what it felt like, too.
All right.
It was like I went into the turn and everything was fine, and then all of a sudden I turned left and the car didn't turn. So.
Interesting situation. Well, hopefully you get that resolved before the Enduro. Actually, it probably wouldn't matter at that point.
Oh, I'm sure Dale's going to have words after the race.
I'm sure he will. Well, good luck. Hopefully you get it working, buddy.
All right.
All right, so steering went out, and Biesinger has now caught back up to David Baldassare. And he is looking to the bottom for the lead. Trying to get the nose inside. Lap traffic is going to become an issue here in a moment. It is the 20 of John Bennett. Just under 4 minutes to go. Bennett drops down to the bottom. The 15 goes a little too... Oh, the 15 gets the wall. The 23's got to run on the bottom. The 15 was stuck behind the 20. And Biesinger now back in the lead. David Baldassare back to second. What a rough mistake this late in the race. Richard Petty now in third. Wayne Bridges in fourth. And Texas Terry's up to fifth now. Biesinger trying to open up a little bit of a gap on the 15. 15 sends it way, way deep into turn 3 and loses a ton of ground. And now Wayne Bridges looking underneath the 40. Oh, he hits the king. He's going around on his own. He's in the grass, clear of the track, no caution. And the king manages to hold on to it in the 43. Curley running in third. Let's go check on some of the other humans. Looks like Nicholas Ireland is out. Chris Standridge has fixed his steering. He is back out on track, but he is 3 laps down at the moment. Wayne Bridges is rolling again, but he is almost a lap down. John Bennett's a lap down. Corey Goodall holding on to the top 10. We haven't talked about him much tonight. He got caught in that first caution, got the car fixed, holding on to a top 10 run here. But right now, it is just 2 cars battling for it, and right now the 23 is pulling away. The 92 Wayne Bridges down on the bottom, letting the 2 lead cars go by. '15 is continuing to lose a little bit of ground. He makes up a little bit off of 2, but really loses ground in 3 and 4. Also, we have said this in the past. If you have a favorite driver that you'd like to see in the AI field, drop their name in the chat and we will see about getting it done for next week. And the 23 is continuing to lap cars. Chad Biesinger, he's going to get 2 to go this time by. As he comes past the 92 of Wayne Bridges, now the 88 of Dale Jarrett. He has over a 1-second lead over the 15 of David Baldessare. Could we see our second 2-time winner? There's a spin in turn 1. Wayne Bridges was involved, no caution. They're going to come down, though, and Chad Biesinger is going to get the white flag. He'll be the second 2-time winner this season, and it looks like John Bennett had parked it off of turn 4. Looks like he might have gotten spun. All right, they get 2 to go this time by, excuse me, and oh, the 23 is way, way loose. Can he save it? No, he cannot. Oh, nope, race is over. The scoring just went wonky. And it looks like Chad Biesinger does pull off the win here tonight. Second win of the season. Only 2-time winners this season. And all the... Look at that. Chris was pushing around Mark Martin. That's just... Something just doesn't feel right about that. Hey, Chad, this is Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. How you doing?
Hey, man, good. Congratulations. You are actually the second 2-time winner this season.
It was fun. That was a blast.
It looked a bit chaotic at times out there, and that pass for the win with you and David and a couple of AI cars and lap cars in the mix looked awfully exciting.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how that was going to turn out actually for a while, but on them restarts, I kept missing a shift, and I was just hoping we weren't going to have any more restarts. So it took a while to make up the ground again.
Well, it looked like you got it all right on that last restart. It was a drag race down the front straightaway into turn 1. You could tell you had struggled on the previous ones, but that last one, man, you nailed it.
Yeah, it worked out.
Well,
yeah.
man, congratulations, your second win, and now you get to go wreck some more cars at Bristol.
Yeah, that'll be a blast. I appreciate it.
All right, man.
Thanks.
All right, let's see if we can get a hold of David Baldessare. Hey, David, this is Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug, I got you.
Hey, man. Congratulations on the second place finish. I got to ask, man, how that pass that Chad made, could you have held him off if you hadn't got pushed up coming through 4 and got stuck behind a lap car and an AI car?
Yeah, you know, Chad, I got out there in the lead pretty far, but Chad was making ground pretty quickly, and I don't know, he was getting to me, and I know Chad's really good at these tracks, especially in the street stocks and asphalt. I don't know. I know John blocked me there for a little bit, so that definitely hurt me big time, but I don't know, it's hard to say. I think Chad probably had the better car.
Now, knowing that John got in your way in this race, is there some retribution coming here in just a few minutes at Bristol?
Oh, definitely. For sure. That's definitely going to happen.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, congratulations. We look forward to seeing that.
All right. Thanks, Doug.
All right. Well, since we can't talk to Terry Labonte, let's take a quick break here and get ready as they run down to Bristol Motor Speedway, unload the Formula V cars, and get ready for some chaos with the AI in a much bigger, much faster cars. That Enduro promises to be one of the funniest we will ever see. Stick around, don't go anywhere.